All right, Evan, welcome back for another episode of Carnivore Trades. Today's Wednesday, September 29th, 2021. So market's kind of just having a bit of a pause day here, finishing, well, not finishing yet. We still have about 45 minutes left, but we are off the lows into the final hour here. But really kind of a weak day, led lower by the NASDAQ. That is barely positive, even despite the last little surge here. And you do have a series of higher lows here on the SPY, Dow being the strongest right now. But again, this market feels like it is in more of a sell the rip type mode, as opposed to a buy the dip, which we've been in for quite some time. And so a few things that I think stand out to me right now are it's really all about the semiconductors. And as we can see, the semis are flirting with this 258.59 level, and they've hit this 100 moving average yet again here. Now, over the last couple of months, the semis have really struggled with this, as you notice. So we, had this previous all-time high. We got above it here, rolled over, got above it, faded back again, and then we got above it this time, and it looked like it was finally going to be able to hold. And we had this little pullback, test candle, bounce, and now we're struggling with it again. So semi's really just having trouble with this 258 area. And if it loses this 100, you're going to have a little pivot here, and it should coincide with the 200 MA. But I think the bigger level that it would probably want to test would be this 242, 243 area. You have this pivot here, and this previous little breakout area that we've haven't visited in a little while. And then if the selling really continued and we had a bigger leg down, we'd look right around here about 233, and then of course 225 at the bottom. Also weak today is IGV Cloud Software. So that's been a powerhouse, but recently that broke trend. We closed below the 50, gapped right below it, and just flushed yesterday, putting in a little bit of a pause candle here, which is not uncommon when you have a big down day like that. But this thing looks like it wants to come down and test its 100. And again, if you get through that, then you've got this pivot, and then you're probably going right to 380. The previous all-time high about 387. So there's some support in this area, good daily chart support. But NASDAQ being led lower, and that is of course by the higher yield. And I've been talking about yields for months now, really. And I told you later this year, yields are going to make their move. So right now we're just kind of like looking for pattern here, and we'll jump on this long if we get the right setup. Also really running today, dollar index, huge power move here on the dollar. So again, I've been bullish this for a while. You guys know I've been talking about the dollar at 94.50. That's the area, and that's right where it's going to go. And it will struggle with this area. It's not just going to go right through it. If we zoom back out on the chart here, you can see it a little bit better. So this is where your major resistance is, 94.50, 94.65, that area. But yeah, dollar really pushing harder today, and that is whacking precious metals really hard. Silver taking the biggest hit, gold taking a hit as well. But once we get into that 94.50 area, the dollar should stall out a bit, and we would expect gold to get a little bit of bounce. You even have this pivot right here. And then this is kind of where it sold off and reversed. Again, you have this massive tail candle here as well. So gold should probably find some support in there. Silver's got some support down here at around 21.20 as well. So in the near term, we could expect precious metals to get a little bit of a relief. Some other names that are running right now. So Dollar Tree, this almost got to my buy level here. You can see I have this fib set up and this gap fill, and I was looking for it to get through $83, maybe down to the 82 handle, and that's where I was looking to pick it up. But company announced today that they are increasing their buyback program. So that's jumping shares up 16.5% now. Was up even more than that a little while ago, but a crazy move there. So shame to not get on that one, but yeah, that was a good level. Just didn't quite get down there. So huge move for Dollar Tree. And then we have Camber Energy. So this is a meme stock. This has been halted multiple times. Now in the red on the day. About 5-10 minutes ago, this was way up here. But yeah, look at this chart long term. So this is a monthly, and you can barely even see, you can't even see the candles, because this was a penny stock a few months ago. Look at the weekly. This is ridiculous. This was a penny stock a few weeks ago, and it's now basically a meme stock. Same thing with Dat Chat. So this is a new issue too, and this one's running. This was also halted, but some major action here in some of the smaller cap names here today. as far as that is concerned. Energy kind of just holding in a holding pattern here. So we've talked about the double top on crude. It's pulling back and pausing. If it consolidates a little bit more, maybe it wants to try and test the 77.50 area again. But again, I still think it has a lot more backing and filling to do on the bigger time frame on the monthly. And crude has held up a lot better than I thought it would. It's really been a house, but that's just kind of how I see it right now. If it gets through, there's nothing to say it can't get through that, but to me, I just don't think it's done enough backing and filling to get through that. And then, of course, you've got XLE, XOP, usual suspects, OIH, all pausing as well. So all those names really kind of behaving as you'd expect. JP Morgan Financial's taking a bit of a breather as well. XLF here, again, with the yield kind of pausing, although yields did finish green, so but no major upside today. So again, with yields, we're just kind of looking for a pattern here, and if we can get a good pullback or good consolidation, we could look to long this for what I think will be a really big move later this year. But anyways, guys, let's wrap it up here. For patrons, I will have our daily video done for our positions, and I'll get that out to you pretty soon. If anyone else wants to find me on Patreon, it's patreon.com/carnivore trades. I'm on Twitter as well. The handle is right below. And yeah, anyways, guys, thank you. Take care, and I will talk to you tomorrow.